What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody?
What's up?
Hello.
And welcome to the Remedy Room. I'm your co-host, Arthur, aka Mr. Right, and I'm joined with my lovely wife, the First Lady,
Hey, y'all.
and Miss Unapologetic herself. How you doing, Shamik?
Good morning. I'm good. I'm
Hey, we're another
blessed.
week without Mr. Perspective. He had a
We
birthday
miss
this
you.
week.
He had a birthday on Monday.
Yeah, do I need to sing
Happy
something for
birthday.
him?
I don't think he would want that.
Go ahead. I got the mic for you. Go ahead.
Hey, bro, I hope you enjoy your vacay and hope you enjoyed your birthday.
We miss you.
Miss you. Miss Unapologetic, how you doing over there?
I'm wonderful. I am.
Wonderful.
Mhm.
And you're in the process of moving.
I am in the process of moving.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
How is that? Because y'all, you have lived in a couple of places. Your husband serves the country.
Only
and
one.
he-
This is my only move.
oh, just your only.
I've never gone anywhere.
You never gone anywhere,
This
but
is true.
He's gone
yeah,
everywhere.
you're going to. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
But is that common to get the place that you want to get?
No.
No.
No, and actually, the higher up in rank you get, the less chance you're going to get a place that you want to go,
Wow.
because it's not as many positions open. So when he was a E4, it could have been 1,000 positions at Naval Station Norfolk. As a chief, it may be 10.
Come on,
So-
Chief.
Come on, Chief. Shamik, weren't you like on I just remember the show Army Wives, right? And weren't you like one of the wives that did like all this stuff? Did you do grief counseling? Did you do you did a lot?
I do grief camps. I was an ombudsman.
Ombudsman, there we go.
Which is just it's the middleman between the families and the command. So
Okay.
here I didn't do much because it's a shore command, so nobody deploys, nobody really is away. But if I do it for a ship, I'll probably be busy 24/7 because the families can't talk directly to the ship, but I could.
Oh, look at you.
So yeah.
Would you
Wow,
want to
that's
do it
amazing.
again?
I would, because here it was a good experience because I learned a lot from the book. So now I would want to put that to work. So I would have to do, but his next, when he goes to Norfolk, no, he's going to be in Virginia Beach. He's not deploying. So
Okay.
so yeah,
Okay.
and I still may, if they need one once I get there, whatever, I still may, take the job.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Tell them about that phone you had.
The phone from the Flintstone. I wish I could show. That thing was awful. I didn't even know how to work it. That's how dated it was. Like, I was just like, how do I respond to text? Okay, to text, you had to do the push.
Oh, yeah, T9.
Oh, wow. Wow.
It was horrible. And the way the military works is, if it's not broke, we ain't gonna fix it. So the phone functioned. It did what it needed to do. So they didn't have a need to get an updated one. It was awful.
Okay. Wow.
That's funny. I bet certain people listening to this are wondering, what does that mean? You got to keep pressing a button. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they missed that age of cell phones.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
before we had-
because that's obviously that's kind of like Generation X kind of stuff, and Miss Unapologetic knows about.
I am not Generation X. I was born in 1983. You gonna stop talking about me?
No. I'm glad I had to look that up because I didn't. We're millennials, so why didn't we get like a generation something, or did we?
We got millennial.
Yeah.
But everybody else got a Generation X, Generation Y, Generation Z.
Baby boomers or baby boomers.
Oh, and
Baby boomers, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
So everybody didn't get it. I think just after millennials, they was like, forget it. Just call them Gen Z.
Yeah.
Hey, so Miss Unapologetic, we were on our last episode 9, we were talking about bonnets And that was a very interesting conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna stay out of that. I know I.
Well, let me just tell the people, I'm not pro bonnet wearing outside of your house. I don't want to see it. Don't do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not pro pajama wearing outside of the house. My mother-in-law says if you go out the house in pajamas, that means you ain't wash your body.
Ooh.
You ain't wash your tail.
She
Ooh.
said something else, but
You definitely gonna have a ring around the tub.
So yeah, I'm against it. But if I'm in the house, then yes, I'm a bonnet wearer.
Because always showers. That's the quick thing. But would you rather take a bath or a shower?
It depends. I mean, just regular every day, I would just take a shower. But if I want to relax or my body aching because we getting old, then I'll take a bath and soak and stuff.
Yeah, I think every so often you need to get your body submerged, like you
submerged, go down in the water.
Water was cold. Chill
my body.
Go down in the water, Lord.
So do y'all do soap bombs and everything? Y'all do all that?
I do. I have had a few, but I don't have to have.
Yeah,
I don't have to have bubbles either.
Me either.
I just want the water.
What about candles around?
Candles are good
to relax. Yeah, if you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what y'all think about talking about adulting today?
Been doing it all my life.
I had to fight.
Hey, before we get to that though, it's some current events that we gotta talk about.
Which one?
Some been blowing up the airways. I don't know much about it. I just remember seeing a picture today. I think that you sent, honey, of K. Michelle. So can you explain what's going on? Because in the picture that I saw, I thought it was two different people.
It looks like two different people.
I was trying to see, was this like a lookalike contest or something that you were showing me?
It's before and now.
Listen, remember that picture that came out and everybody said it was Khloe Kardashian? Remember that?
Oh.
But I think that was a hoax. I don't think it was really her. But so for those of you who may not be familiar with it, and I don't really know much about it either, but I saw it floating around social media. There's a picture of K. Michelle present day with a pink wig, and she looks completely different. Like if you saw the picture and there was no comment or reference to who it was, you probably wouldn't know that it was K. Michelle. It definitely, the side-by-side comparisons of K. Michelle from 10 years ago, 5 years ago, does not look like the picture of 2021 K. Michelle.
Well, so what is the controversy? People saying it is unrecognizable. But was she trying to brag that she has never had anything done to her face or something? Or because I know a lot of y'all do, I don't want to say a lot of y'all, but a lot of women do contouring and all that other face where it can look like you got a smaller nose, but you really don't. It's just the makeup and how many lines you put on your face and all that stuff like that, right? So could that have just been the makeup?
I think that's what she said, right? Friend?
She says that it's the makeup and the lighting. I mean, I'm under a ring light, but I look the same if you turn the ring light off. Like, so I don't understand that whole lighting because it appears that she's just in a house or somewhere. So it's not like
she's in a studio.
She said because she's had injections, butt injections, and they made her real sick. So she said that's the only thing that she's had done, and I think her nose. But nothing recently, that this is just all from this is not makeup, the girl is a whole new girl.
A whole new
yes
girl.
We actually need Mr. Perspective because he's seen her in real life. He can tell us.
He would be able to tell us if that's her or not.
This is not her. This is not K. Michelle. This is not her.
That is not K. Michelle.
Yeah.
That's not. She's had work done.
Yeah. Something
I don't.
other than just the nose. You can tell she had her nose done,
Mhm.
but the other features just look
Here,
completely different.
yeah.
Well, I noticed, something I know, and I'm not a, I mean, I like K Michelle and think she's fine, and I
What
appreciate.
song she sang?
No, I
I wanted to
see.
say
Don't
that.
don't get me on that. See, don't trip me on.
It's okay. You can like.
It's okay. You can like she
You
is.
just don't
But
like her
but
music. You like.
obviously, when she had the injection, she flaunted her body a whole lot, right? But I've noticed that when she does a post now, she never turns around. She doesn't do any of that anymore, and I'm wondering, even though that she feels better with her body as far as not being sick anymore, is she, you know, she doesn't want to be seen as like a sex symbol anymore. But do y'all think that, or am I just making that up off the top of my head?
Mm, she may. I don't know. I don't know if she's finished, because I listened to an interview with her. Someone interviewed her, and she said it was going to take a while for them to pump all of the stuff. It had gotten in her bloodstream or something, so it's going to take a long time for them to completely finish. So I don't know if that may be the reason why she's
Okay.
not really trying to flaunt like she used to. It could be social media. The
It
people
could
are
be.
hard out here in the streets.
I
Could be
tried to tell
that.
him.
Yeah. I don't know. Or maybe she's just been had her come to Jesus moment where she feel like her body isn't what she needs to flaunt around. I don't know.
Yeah, because she wears a lot of cardigans and shawls and all this kind of
She
stuff
does
now.
not. She got a lap scarf when she goes to church.
I don't follow her on social media, so I don't know what her posts look like. But as you were talking, my thought was, okay, if she's not showing off her butt as much as she used to in the past, but she has now had this drastic change to her facial
Yeah,
features, it
yeah,
seems like she, like maybe that is supposed to take the place of the big booty.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
could
mean?
be.
Like,
Could be.
And then that's
so
also sad though, because you feel like you just can't be yourself. Something about me has to be drastic. Like I got to do
yeah.
something to fit in. Like, girl, pump the disease stuff out your butt and just live your life.
And
Like you
just,
don't have
yeah.
to. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
yeah, I understand.
Arthur and I had this conversation the other day with his brother because I was on Instagram and just randomly came across a video of a girl. They showed her before, then she did all her makeup and put a wig on. Was that what it was, May? Or she took her
Yeah,
makeup off?
this was I mean, fool's gold almost.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
think
what the
she took
picture
her,
was.
she showed, yeah, she did a before and after. So her before picture was just, no makeup, natural skin, and she had her hair in cornrows. And then the after was her all made up,
Yeah, I know what you're talking
makeup,
about.
Yeah.
wig, and all of that. And it looked, I mean, you could still tell that was her, but
Mm-hmm.
you don't think so, Arthur?
No, it was a different person. It looked like somebody was trolling. It was a different.
He
It was
said
a
trolling.
different person that posed for that picture.
Well, so my argument was that, and I know we're supposed to be talking about adulting, but my argument was men and society have kind of set the standard that women have to look a certain way and have certain features. And that's why I think, women do all of the contouring and the makeup
Mm-hmm.
and the weaves that are, 30 inches long or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Um and I think it's more so to appease what men desire. So that was my argument, but we could talk about that another day.
Sure, yeah, that's
No,
that.
I agree, and I think I want to say it's the men that have a false sense of what a woman is supposed to look like. Because at the end of the day, the lady got to go home and get undressed and lay down somewhere. She's not going to look like that. So, which also to me ties into cheating, because you're always chasing that look like you always want that look, and your whoever you is with, they're not going to look like that every single day. And then most of these females that do, they do it for Instagram. They do it for, social media, and get likes and to get people trying. It's not. It's just so it's not. No, I'm for makeup enhancing your features.
Mm-hmm.
But if you put it on and you a whole new person, that's too much.
Yeah.
Like that's no.
Yeah, and if your makeup I don't like do a full face. I do just the basic stuff, which takes 5 minutes. But if you're, in my opinion, if you taking 30, 45 minutes to just put your makeup on, that's too much. Especially if it's not like a special occasion.
Right.
Like a wedding or something.
As a man, I understand the aspect of softness and femininity and perfume and sweet smell and soft skin and your eyes, blushing, you like all those attributes of you females. Or can I say females? I know you don't like. Do you like females here? Or women?
I don't have a problem with the term, but I think some women are offended when people say females.
Oh, okay, all right.
Have you heard that, Shamika?
Why? Because it got male in it.
I don't know. I think people have said like, "Oh, that's disrespectful." Why you?
No, it's not.
Why you saying
Stop
female?
Woman has man
People,
in it too. I mean,
people out there in the world, y'all got to turn this sensitivity down a little bit. Just turn down a little bit. Everything cannot offend you. People wake up looking for something to be angry at, to offend them, to start a movement about. Like, just turn it down.
Wow.
Oh, you get to get in trouble for saying that. Miss Unapologetic.
turn down for what? I mean, no,
y'all,
but
my shoulders are uneven.
Yeah, if you, I'm thinking that you talking to me that I need to fix my shoulders. You don't know.
Whole time it's me because I'm like my one shoulder is higher than the other. And I feel like I'm sitting straight, but
you need to go to the chiropractor.
Clearly,
I do.
Look,
you need some alignment.
All right. Speaking of adulting, yeah, we
that's
gonna
the
get
adult
into
thing
that.
to do.
But again, as far as for women, females, I want you to look like a female. I want you to look different from how I look as a male. And yes, so I appreciate a woman that takes care of her body in that way. You, honey, you got on. I don't even know what you have on, but it looks good, right? So
thank you.
But I don't think that you necessarily are doing it for me. So when you say that women do it for males, I really don't think that. I think you do it for your own self-esteem.
So I think
I
agree. Some will, but
some
I
want the
think
attention.
Okay.
Yeah. Because what we always see. We always see a certain type of look, whether it be on TV, in a magazine, a music video, an advertisement. There's a certain look. Up until, the last several years, have you seen the natural movement?
Natural. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I think, and I'm saying that men are the reason is because men typically control all of that. When you think about the big executives and these big companies who are in charge of media, marketing, and things like that, it's mostly men. So, and the music videos with the rappers, they're men, and they have a certain type of girl that are in, that are in the videos. So.
Okay, well, that's gonna be another. We're gonna have to revisit.
Yeah, we need
this.
Mr. Perspective on that.
Yeah, because we got a lot to talk about on that. Adulting. Did you think that is this what you dreamed about when we were little kid? Like when I was a kid and I saw like my older cousins, they were like getting closer to 18 and 19 and 20, 21. I was like, man, I want to be able to do what they do, right? But I don't think I appreciated my youth. I wanted to be grown. I wanted to be older.
Yeah.
And I don't think I really embraced, hey, live. I mean, this is the age where you can do stuff, learn from your mistakes, and it not really hinder anybody.
Yeah.
So now as adulting is
I just read a post. I follow this girl. She's just a regular, she's not a celebrity. But her family, she went on vacation with her family, and it was about 20, I think maybe 24 or something like that of them that went on vacation to celebrate her grandmother's 75th birthday. And her husband posted a picture of their two children. And his caption basically said, he was tired of going to work, working on the weekends, working overtime just to pay mortgage, pay your car note, and pay your taxes. And he wanted to enjoy more moments like what they experienced on vacation and just being able to relax. And I wholeheartedly agree with that. Like, to Arthur's point, as a kid, especially once you get into high school, you're just ready to graduate. So you can, get from under your Lord.
Okay.
So you can get from under your parents' roof and like make your own rules and just do your own thing. And then we get to that point and it's like, oh, I didn't know, I was going to be responsible for all of this stuff. So I will encourage any young people, enjoy your time. Don't rush stuff. Don't rush like a relationship or marriage or children or anything like that, because all of that comes with additional responsibilities and things that you just can't, turn your back on. I mean, well, you could, but it's not the best thing to do.
Don't do that.
I think my best example of adulting growing up was watching the Cosby episode, and let's see if any of you can guess what I'm about to talk about. The
Rudy
Monopoly video,
was the phone lady or
and
something.
Huxtable, he's saying that he has to pay rent, groceries.
Oh, this is when Theo got his ear pierced.
Did he get his?
Yes, this is when Theo got his ear pierced.
Yeah.
And he kept turning around.
And looking back, right. But I think that was the depiction of adulthood, and I'm glad for that episode. Actually, I hopefully maybe we can embed that portion of the episode in one of our feeds. But it's
free bill.
Yeah.
Free bill. Go ahead.
You said free bill.
I'm not getting in that. I did not.
Yes.
I didn't say that.
Wait.
I'm just gonna call him Dr.
Listen, I completely was like, free bill. What is that?
Kim, we watched the Cosby Show.
I was like, what does she mean, free bill? Lord, Bill.
Free bill.
I think Bill just tried to get out.
And they said no.
And they said no because it was something he didn't agree to do. Or something.
Man is on his deathbed.
But it don't matter.
The man come on home.
If he was drugging them women, he need to stay.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Look, Bill old. He feeble. God to deal with him.
Feeble.
I'm gonna say my name is.
If Bill coming out, R. Kelly has to come out.
Free R. Kelly.
I'm not in. I'm not.
Listen, we need R. Kelly to get out so he can do a versus.
That's it.
That's it. Put him back in.
He can go on back in.
Well, just let him do it from the sale.
From the sale.
They do everything else.
I mean, Shine, the rapper Shine, he rapped from the sale. They called him.
Wow.
He was on Usher's Confession 2 Part 2 remix. Confession 3 Part 3 remix. Yeah, so he was in jail when he did it. So why R. Kelly can't do it?
Yeah, let R out. Y'all, my shoulders are.
Kid, if you talk, we'll see Ladyfingers soon then.
And then I think this is more than a massage issue.
Maybe
that's why my hips hurt.
You need to go to the chiropractor.
I'm out of line. Oh my goodness.
But this is all a part of a
because your shirt is like this. Like I can't even put mine down. Like,
oh my goodness. Maybe it's the bra. Wait a minute.
You know what?
I'm trying to help you. I don't know what to tell you.
But y'all see what I'm saying though, right?
Well, stop looking at yourself in the camera. Look at us.
Your neck comes down and you should come out some. Yours come down and just slope. Like it just
Well, maybe they have a TikTok for your shoulders. You know how they do, they say smile. Now raise your eyebrows and now put them down. This your model face. Maybe do that with your shoulders. Put your
I don't
shoulders.
have TikTok, so I don't know, but
you be missing out. TikTok doctor probably can fix your shoulders.
Probably.
But y'all see what I'm saying, listeners. I'm sorry. Y'all
do you
can't
have good posture?
No, I don't. But I'm trying to purposely sit up to fix it. But it's very like.
Well,
and are you sitting up with a straight back? Okay. You okay? You can talk about body parts, but I can't say free beer or free R. Kelly.
I didn't say that.
Episode 10, we going out with a bang.
I won't even talk. I was talking.
What was you talking about?
What's sitting up straight then?
And your hair is sitting up.
Yeah, I had to let the natural.
Shamika, your hair looks.
That is not what you were talking about, Arthur. But
how you gonna tell me what I was talking about?
Because you would have said that. You slyly said something else sitting up straight.
What's sitting up, Arthur?
Right.
This is all a part of adulting.
These uneven shoulders.
Listen. So, okay. Did you think that we would have this much responsibility as an adult?
No, and no.
But I also think that some of our choices have maybe made things a little more difficult.
Ooh.
Or easier, So, but we aren't taught that. That's like that's something that you learn in hindsight, in my opinion. Like if I would have made this choice, then maybe this wouldn't have happened and it wouldn't have been so hard.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. That ripple effect in the water.
Yeah. But nobody teaches you, or maybe they tried to, but we just didn't want to.
You wasn't hearing it because you wasn't an adult. You were a kid. Like, what I need to worry about that for? I don't got to do that. You got to do it.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
for us who have children now, should that be a part of our curriculum of what we teach?
It is. It's part of mine. That's
things
why
that you're going to need to know to be a functioning adult.
Yes, that's our job as a parent is to teach them. Go ahead.
I don't give my children. First of all, I get a lot of compliments from people saying how self-sufficient my kids are.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But this is because, like you just said, you need to know what you're stepping into. I don't want you to go into adulthood blind, and then you looking like, oh wait, like I told them once they finish school, or even while they're going to school, if they want to go to college locally, they can stay home. Because for me, stay home where you have a roof over your head, you have lights on, stack up your money. So when you go out on your own, you have a cushion. It's going to defeat the purpose if they leave, but they calling me, Mommy, I need help paying my light bill. Mommy, I don't have anything to eat. Just be at home. So I'm not going to push them out of the house at 18. I'm not doing that.
I don't like that rule, that thought that people have.
Yeah, and now like we're in the season of teaching them how to use their money. They have their debit cards. This is your money. And they run out of money. I don't say, oh, well, I'll buy it for you. Kaylee said just the other day, well, I wanted to go to the store, but I only had $5. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. Because if I only got $5, ain't nobody going to give it to me. I just got to keep working until I make some more money. Like, and even Anaya's dad is teaching her, if you want something that costs $5, you need to make sure you have $10. So you're not going to run out of money buying that one thing. You need to have double of what you're trying to get or whatever. So I don't know. I mean, it's going to work or it ain't, but that's what we're, what I'm trying to teach
I love that. I love that concept. For us, with the Baylor being 7, he has his wallet and he has his money in his wallet. We think it's cute, but like we were coming back from Busch Gardens and Jock was with his friend and they wanted something to eat. Now I was thinking, man, am I gonna pay for this?
Because we had just spent $80 at the park.
No, you're not paying for that.
So Baylor treated Blake and Jock to Wendy's, right? But Baylor is this kind of person. And one thing I gotta start telling Baylor, and something that I have to teach him. You can't tell everybody how much money
What you
you
got.
right?
Yes.
Stop
Right.
He
doing
ready
that.
to tell it.
Because
Right.
he started telling what he got in his bank account and everything. And I'm like, no,
No, no,
just
no, 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 no.
now if you give a course, if you want to have courses, you can do that. But
Right.
don't stop telling everybody how much money you have. But I do appreciate his benevolence and his generosity because he is a truly a kind individual. Like he wants to see everybody succeed, and if he crosses a path with someone and he believes that they are without, he wants to give them something.
Mhm.
So that
Yeah.
I mean, he got that from his mom, but I appreciate that. But things to teach about money and adulthood and everything like that.
One thing I was telling them today, so two things happened today actually. So Blake is very much into fashion. He
Oh yeah.
wants to pick his own clothes. He's particular about how they fit, how they look. I mean, we can't pick out his clothes, and he's just 5. So,
and he changes his clothes
a couple of times out of the day.
Often.
So he had a wardrobe change earlier today. It was just like a summery type of button-down shirt. It was blue with fish on it, and it was brand new. So he asked me if he could put it on. I said yes. Took the tags off. He buttoned it up, and I was like, "Oh, pose for me," And then he walked out the room, and he came back, and he was like, "I think my friends are gonna laugh at me." So I said, "Why? Why are your friends gonna laugh at you?" And he said, "Because they're gonna laugh at my shirt." So then I kind of had to explain, do you like the shirt? He said, yes. I'm like, well, that's all that matters. If no one else likes it, it's okay.
It's fine.
All that matters is that you like it.
Right.
And he still changed it. But, I think that's one of those things that will be like an ongoing lesson.
With time, he'll become more comfortable with not caring what people are going to say about what he has on. The more you say that to him, if you like it, wear it.
Yeah.
If you're comfortable, if you feel like a star in it, put it on.
Put it on.
The more you tell him that, then the more he'll be free and be like, whatever.
Yeah. Then the other thing that happened was they were outside, and we have rules that they can't pass our neighbors' mailboxes. So I'm working, and I look out the window, and I see Baylor running up the street. So I was like, let me see where he's going to go. So he passed the mailbox. So I yelled out the window and told him to come inside. And it was this big, Baylor's the dramatic one. It was this big ordeal, tears and all this stuff because he had to come in. And I told him, I said, you have the ability to make decisions. You're going to make some good decisions and you're going to make some bad decisions. I said, you going past the mailbox was a bad decision. And now there's a consequence for that. You can't go back outside. And so, that's another, lesson that follows us through adulthood. Is that every decision, every choice that we make, there's something that's going to happen.
It's going to happen,
good
right?
Or bad.
Right.
So, yeah, it is not easy being a parent, but it's not easy being an adult either.
If I could go back, I would go back. I would get in the time machine so quick and turn that down.
The one they had on Family Matters.
The one in the basement of
Steve's house. Machine? No, it was
he had a glow up.
Well, that one turned him into Stefan or Kurt.
Yeah, he had a glow up, but they also had that other machine that took him to Paris.
Oh, it sure did. Yeah. Well, that's gonna take me back. I'm getting in it.
Well, Miss Unapologetic, you said as far as when the girls obviously get to, and Naya's getting close, closer and closer to college age, and a young adulthood, you wouldn't mind them staying at home. Yeah. No. What age do we, as the parent, but as adults, let our adult?
She's gone. Okay. Something happened.
She'll be right back.
And she'll be right back. I got my microphone. Back. And she'll. Oh no. And she'll be right
back. Be looking out for. I think she'll come right back in.
But... Yeah, we'll get it. So
yeah, there she goes.
There she is.
So we're having rain and
Oh
thunder.
yeah.
Yeah, it's saying.
Mhm.
Hey, so I was asking, what age do you think a young adult should be gone out of the house? And could you maybe kind of explain your reasoning if they can stay and when you don't mind them staying, but then at a point that they have to start living their adult life?
I can't put an age on it. I
Okay.
think it depends on the child or
Mhm.
Okay.
the young adult or whatever. I feel like when you're ready. I don't want them to get comfortable being under our roof because it is easier if they were here. I would want them to make that step at some point, but I can't say, oh, it has to be by the time they're 25 or it has to be by the time they're 28. Like, what if Kaylee gets the responsibility and everything that comes with it before Anaya does? Then Kaylee would venture out before Anaya would. So I don't know. It just depends on the kid, their mindset, their bank account. Like
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
don't want to send them out struggling. Now, if
I
they
like
get
that.
out there
Mhm.
and they start doing silly things, then you're gonna have to learn how to pick get back on your feet. Like the decision making. You put yourself in this situation. Let's figure out what we're gonna do to get you back up and
Right.
running. I feel like you gotta experience a struggle at some point because you're not gonna appreciate life down the road if you don't. You always gonna think it's gonna come easy and mommy and daddy's gonna always clean up my mess. Like, mm-mm.
Mhm. Yeah. Um,
Wow.
what if they want to go out, but you don't think they're ready?
Mm, that would just have to be a discussion. Like we'll have to, pros and
Mhm.
cons. What
Mhm.
do you think and then maybe if we can come to a middle ground on how we can make this work if they are ready to be, but I don't think they are. We'll figure something out. Like I don't know what, but
Mhm.
um
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Even if
I
it goes to let's see if you can get a 6-month lease somewhere, and let's see how 6 months do.
Yeah.
If
Mhm.
I feel like you're doing well for those 6 months, then renew for another 6 months. Like let's take.
Gotcha.
I mean, so many places offer short-term leases, so let's do that.
Yeah.
Um, and then I guess go from there.
Mhm.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
So a lot of people have the mentality like, oh, when you're 18, bye, see you, you gotta
I
go.
can't do it.
And I don't agree with that thought because I mean, I went to college at 17 and I absolutely, while I was ready to go,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't have the mindset
Yeah.
of like money management, for example.
Yeah.
My dad, I remember when I went to college, my dad gave me quite a big lump sum of money. And I was just shopping and spending and not even thinking about, what expenses might come up.
I
Mm-hmm.
need food in my dorm. I need
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I needed to have maybe go to a community college. As much as I would have hated it, I just wasn't ready. Even just the mindset of studying because I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to be a nurse. It was so competitive and, required good study habits. Um, and just a certain mindset,
Right.
and
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't
Right.
have that mindset at all, so I ended up changing my major. It's one of those things like
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
the decisions kind of made it more
Yeah.
difficult because I had to go back to nursing school, which meant more student loans, and it was just
Yeah.
I just
Adulting.
yeah,
Yeah.
Same.
adulting.
I agree with the whole. I think same. I mean, we come from the same town, so of course, I'm eight. I was 18. I'm 18. Graduated. High school, and for me, I felt, oh, I got an advanced diploma. I'm going in with
Mm-hmm.
college credits.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to ace this. And then I
Yeah.
went in freshman year, same way. Like I'm out here by myself. I had a little, part-time job or whatever, but okay, of course, I'm partying all the time. Well, I went in, my major was biology because I wanted to be a pediatric surgeon.
Uh-huh.
And I could have done it,
Right.
However, like you said, it was too demanding. And I was just like, I'm not
I
doing
ain't
this.
doing that. Exactly. Yeah.
And I changed
Ain't
my
nobody got
major.
time for that.
Nobody got
Nobody
time
got
for that.
time.
Yeah. Yeah. And I
But
wasn't even partying. Like I didn't experience like the partying side of college. I was trying to live holy and do right. And I was in the choir.
no,
And I mean, I
wanna be in
still
Jesus.
did stuff, but
I was turning up.
You was
partying
turning
just
up.
partying just wasn't what I was doing. I just wasn't in the mindset to buckle down
Mm-hmm.
and think about what I wanted my end result to be. I was just thinking about what's happening right here, right now, and what I'm gonna do tomorrow, not what
Long run.
long term. And I think
So
that's something that we have to be taught too, like thinking ahead.
so when do you consider yourself an adult? When do we classify? Because a lot of times when we're talking to kids, let's say Naya gets to be 19 and 20, are you going and Baylor gets to 20? Are we treating them as adults, or are we just saying, "Oh, you're a young adult"? Like
You're
like
of age.
That's a young adult. That's a
when
young
when
adult.
is someone an adult?
when they can sustain themselves, they have a job, they have money in the bank, they have a pattern of making good decisions. I think,
yeah.
I
Their
think
entire lifestyle is in their hands and they're doing fairly well with it.
So
Then I
okay,
can say, okay, you're
gotcha.
you're an adult. Like you're doing adult
But
things.
don't some adults still maybe need help from their parents, or in a lot of cases,
from time to time.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't not classify them as an adult.
No,
Right.
if you're solely dependent on your family or on your parents, no, you're legally an adult.
Yeah, you don't have an adult mindset.
You don't have an adult mindset.
Right.
Okay, I
but
like
needing help, everybody needs help
Everybody
at some
needs
time.
help.
So that doesn't, take your adult title away. That just you just need help. Sometimes you're gonna need it. So I mean, I'm 38, and if I need my mom for something, I need my mom for something. So you just
because I played in an adult league, for the church. I think I was 20 something, but some of the older guys, they were like, man, he not even. I'm like, I'm a grown man. What are y'all talking about?
What? They didn't want you in the church?
They didn't want you in it. You was too young.
But because obviously I was good, but they were so,
they were
their mindset
seasoned.
was this this young guy is in with the older guys, and I'm like, but I'm
an adult too.
I'm an adult,
right?
Yeah.
So
but
it was just one of those.
But think now though, Arthur. Like even for me, like
you know what?
My microphone.
Yeah. Even we would take, because I'm almost 40, y'all right behind me. Just think of where your age
I
is
am
now.
not almost 40.
You
like,
are.
Kia, you right, you there.
You about to turn 37. Like I'm trying to figure out why
still
you
got
don't think
38.
you almost 40. So we look at for me at like a 21-year-old. I'm not gonna I would look at them like the church me and look at you. I'd be like, you a baby. Like,
you a baby.
Yeah.
God,
and I mean, and naturally so. Most of the times you've been through more things. You're a little more wise. So you would feel you're a little baby compared to me. Like,
have y'all met a lot of people in there, over 35 that still have a child's mindset?
Oh well.
Yeah.
Hold on, what's going on here?
I don't know who should be thinking about.
Hold on.
I mean, I know people. People that's not functioning adults.
But that could be for a number of reasons. It's a lot of outside, what do you call them?
Nothing. So I have a low tolerance for people who don't my tolerance for people who don't just get it together is like this. Like I just because I don't understand if you're not like mentally or physically
impaired.
Yeah. What are you doing? Like just get up and get yourself together. Like somebody shared a post on Facebook, and the post said that it's no reason why today a person does not have a job. Or some stream of income. Like there's no reason. And so the person that shared the post was like, you don't know people's stories, stay out of people's business, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, no, I agree with them. It's so many things today that you can do to earn $1. Whether you're earning $5 an hour or $60 an hour, it's some way that you can make money. And so she was like, everybody doesn't have the mindset to be an entrepreneur. I'm not talking about that.
Yeah, you don't have to do that.
You don't have to. One of my brothers said he would scoop dog poop if he had to. If that meant he was going to be getting a check every other week, that's what he would do. And that's how I feel like it's so many ways to make money these days. Go cut some grass. Like all these elderly people that live alone or, that they'll pay you. Go cut a yard or two. My tolerance for people who are.
I actually agree with you. I was on Oprah. I think Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley appeared on Oprah together a long time ago, right? And Charles would say, because he would say Mike was very frugal and stingy with his money. He was like, Charles, they were walking one day and there was a homeless guy or a guy that had a sign. And Charles was going to give him some money. But Mike said, no, Charles, don't give him any money. He was like, if he can do this sign, he can go get a job. But I understood the concept. But in talking, obviously, if there's some mental illness or something, or anything like that, we're understandable. But there are a lot of people that are really faking like they need help, and they are a lot of cases in New York where these people actually have jobs. They go out and put signs up saying that they need help, feed me, homeless, all that, but they actually are just raking in all this money.
That's it.
So I do believe there are a lot of avenues, a lot of inventions that have been created to where you can be earning some money. If you're still struggling, that's one thing. To be working and still struggling is totally different from
because that's
just not working. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's so even for people who may have a record. Again, my brother, he's a convicted felon 50 times 10. But this man has a job, and right now he's a supervisor on his job. But that's because he does not stop. He will go and put in an application at every single place that even if it said they ain't hired, he gonna find some way to get in the door. Like I'm getting a job today. So I can't. When people give excuses, I personally know people in my family who has worked through things like that. So I'm just like, there is no excuse. Like. Get up. It's so many resources to help you. Ask someone, even if you just overhear a conversation and the person said, oh, I work at the unemployment office, or excuse me, ma'am, I've been looking for a job for however you think you can help.
I love it.
I'm sorry, babe. If you go outside today, everybody's hiring. Everybody. So
Naaman said the same thing. Anybody can get a job right now.
The only things that I would say that may be barriers would be like, felons that don't have as much drive as your brother, perhaps. People who can't get an ID because you need an ID. That's about it. Because I've talked to a lot of patients who are in their 30s, 40s, 50s who are receiving disability, and I'm looking at their problem list and their health record like, I don't see anything up here that would qualify you for disability. So sometimes I ask, and the responses vary, but it's not anything in my opinion, that would really prevent somebody from getting a job. It's almost like an excuse. And then the people that really need to be on disability keep getting
Can't.
denied. And,
Right.
you know, they have to go through this whole rigmarole. Is it rigmarole? Rigmarole.
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 Is it rigmarole? Oh.
See? See, now we all confused.
Rigmarole.
Are you singing Skinnarinky Dinky?
Yeah.
Skinnarinky Doo?
Yeah.
But that rigmarole is
No,
not in the
I
song.
just it was just a tongue twister.
It just.
So I just went along with it.
I
But
love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening.
guys, what would y'all for those who are looking and watching us with the Remedy Room, what keeps you going as an adult? I mean, it can be challenging. There are more bills, a lot that come up, a lot of things to get involved in. If you have children, obviously you want to live a satisfied life. You want to get your children involved with stuff. You want them to learn and grow. You have to maintain a lifestyle to where it's comfortable for the family. You know, what keeps you going as an adult? You know, when the pandemic hit, a lot of families, it kind of showed like, you know, savings is important. It kind of it showed all this stuff like you know, going to the grocery store where there's no toilet paper, like just things like that. It put a lot of things in perspective for us.
Yeah.
So as an adult, what keeps you going with this adult mindset? For me is, you know, I got to make it happen. Whatever I'm doing, you know, I have to do it with purpose and intentionality. You know, that I got to make things happen, and I can't. No one else is going to do it for us. You know, so we just got to do it, and that's where I'm at in my adult mindset. That I can't make any excuses. I just got to do it.
Yeah,
I'm about the same. It's just what you spoke. You just got to do it. Like it's not. I mean, aside from, you know, having kids and they are solely dependent on you and what you do. But other than that, it's just because you have to do it. Like you can't just, I don't know. And I'm not lazy. So I'm just not gonna wake up with no purpose in mind. Like I just wake up and just skate the day away and do it. No, I have to have a purpose for today. Like what's going on today? What am I going to do today that's going to be productive? And I'm going to, you know, you just have to do it.
That's a good mindset. I don't have that mindset. I'm still working on that.
I just can't.
I'm a very much like live in the moment, like enjoy. I mean, of course, I'm not saying like I just don't think about my responsibilities, but I'm also very much of the mindset like I can't say I'm saving this, you know, for a year down the line, 2 years down the line. No, let's enjoy stuff right here, right now, because we don't know what's going to happen. And I mean, you know, you work hard, you can play hard too. And I do work hard, but I am very much like, oh, well, what fun thing we're gonna do today? And Arthur is not like that.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, I'm not like that.
No, like I like to have fun, but I just think, and I'm more of a planner, and I gotta have a schedule of events, and you know, so like I told Kaylee Reese earlier, we have to get up at 5:45 for her to go to school, but I like it. It's early and you know whatever, but I like it because it sets my day. It gets my day going. So 5:45, she gets dressed, take her to the bus stop, come back. I go run. It's just I come back. If the kitchen needs to be, you know, cleaned a little, I clean the kitchen. I sweep the floors. I might do a load of laundry. Then 10 o'clock, it's my business time. So that's what I'm doing. And then after that, It used to be Naomi and homeschool, 12 o'clock. Time to go to school, Naomi. Let's get your home. So I'm very like,
Yeah.
I can't do just wake up and say, oh, what I'm gonna do today? Ooh, I can't do that. I can't live like that.
I will say this, working from home, so I've been able to work from home 4 days out of the week, and then one day I go into the office. I'm very much more productive, I hate to admit, when I'm in the office because I know that I can't just, watch
Do what
TV
you want to
or,
do.
you know what I'm saying, do what I want to do, and I get things done. I've never been a follow the schedule type of person or write a to-do list type of person. But structure, although I hate it, I know that's what I need. Sometimes I feel like I have ADHD sometimes. And I need like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Like I don't put a time limit on it, but I know if I go in the office, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna work on this morning, and then this afternoon I'll focus my attention on that. And that's it. I leave work feeling very much accomplished versus when I'm at home and I don't have, anybody watching over me. Not that anybody watches over me when I'm in the office, but still I have more freedom to do other things. I don't have as much discipline.
Because at home you're comfortable. You're at home, and at work, I'm at work. I'm here for a purpose, and it's to work.
Yeah.
But that's your personality though. Like you you have an all over the place personality. Like
that's why I said I think
that's just you. You've always been like that.
With Shamika's strict, but obviously, she has that military life component in her too. Where
but Naaman's not like that.
Not
like that though. No. Okay. Now at work he is, but at home he's very just whatever happens today is whatever. He's completely.
Well, I'm like that too. Whatever happens today, but when it's game time, I'm all about whatever I'm into. So
my Friday in my mind is already set up. Like I already in my head, I know what I'm doing. What I need to be up at this time because I need to do this, and this. I need to get it. I need to get at least 6 orders done tomorrow because I'm gonna ship them all on Saturday. Like I already have.
As a business owner, you absolutely have to, be that way because otherwise you'll get bad reviews. It's gonna mess up your money. But
can't mess up my dollars.
Can't mess up.
I would love to, for those who watch the Remedy Room episode 10. I would love to hear, how is life as an adult for you? Is it what you thought it was going to be? Do you think you rushed it too soon? Did you become an adult too early? So I would love those. I would love for you to comment, like, and share. Kia, can you tell everybody where to find us?
Yes, if you want to listen to my podcast, you can just search the Remedy Room podcast and you will find us on all platforms. And you can also find us on YouTube to watch our podcast and see all the craziness that's going on. You can find us on social media, Instagram at the Remedy Room Podcast, and we're also on Facebook.
Yeah. Hey guys.
And this is episode 10.
Episode 10.
Season 1 is...
Oh, she brought it up.
Season 1 is over.
I'm excited for season 2. I can't wait. I think we're going to... Yeah, it's gonna be.
I'm a K Michelle, y'all, for season 2.
Okay.
I can even know it's me.
Okay.
Hey, yo, while you're searching for your remedy, always remember you don't always have to be right.
Put yourself first.
As Carlos would say, be open to a new perspective.
And live your life unapologetically.
Hey guys, I love y'all. Thank y'all.
Thank you for your support.
So much for a wonderful season. Thank you.
Peace.